Everybody, this is Kelly Stamps coming in with another high quality rant. Tonight's rant slash vlog is about what it's like existing as a wholesome, but not wholesome, 26-year-old living in Manhattan who actually is not dating and actually has very few friends. I know a lot of people, like a lot of people. That's a scroll. I think I know, like I actually know and can text probably, honestly, 3,000 people. From my days in gymnastics, figure skating, my brief attempt at being a golfer, moving across the country from Santa Monica. If you're new watching, by the way, hi. I'm so rude, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Kelly and I am kind of like the really antisocial, social butterfly. I create videos. It started as a joke. It still kind of is a joke, and it now pays my bills. Hello to you. Welcome. Take a seat. Shoes off, please. I'm in a really small studio. With that being said, I know so many people from this journey. I know normal people, civilians, I call y'all, who don't do YouTube full time. I know influencers. I know everybody. But I really only feel comfortable around about 4 people. 4 on my friend list. You know who you are, okay? I'm not gonna say names because that would be awkward if someone thought they were on that list and then they weren't, okay? Sorry, Nicki Minaj, you didn't text me back for dinner that one time, so she got demoted, okay? Also, the plight of being a woman who actually is fulfilled with everything in her life and doesn't need a man, but of course wants one, you know, okay? I am picky, like a lot of people. I have had a very unique upbringing to this point. I've experienced YouTube growth, which allowed me to have unlimited time and money to spend to travel, get to know myself. I've moved like, I don't know, 6 times since I started this channel just because I'm like, why not, you know? I've had the opportunity to different jobs for YouTube. I'm not someone who grew up super rich and like just started doing this. I've had actual responsibility. And my parents are divorced. I was left at home alone since I was like 1. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't leave your kids at home alone. That's not funny. I'm calling CPS on you if you do that. But I want out of friends. I don't care about having 3,500 friends. I want people who truly ask me, how are you doing today? We can have deep conversations. There are very few people who are actually fulfilled with themselves outside of achieving these insane goals, which society put on us, which is, you know, for some people, I need to be married with kids at 25. I know people who used to say this in high school and they're like, I cringe when I think back and said that. I'm like, I know, it's unrealistic, first of all. And I really think that you can't have fun and enjoy your life in your 20s and the city that you live in if you have these insane goals. It's very selfish too, because the thing is we're not thinking about the potential partner. We're only thinking about how can this person make me happy? How can they fulfill my goal? It's just crazy to me. And I was celibate for a very long time. This is getting TMI here, but we're friends at this point. I was celibate for a very long time, okay? So I was like a virgin up until I met my ex-boyfriend, basically, or half virgin. I tried, I'm not gonna talk about that, but like, I humped a lot of pillows, okay? I was busy pumping my pillows, okay? He doesn't talk back, okay? But basically, my experience has been limited to my ex-boyfriend, who was a saint, okay? And then no one else in between, and I tried dating again like last year, met someone amazing in Texas. We are just friends right now, and we are cordial, and it is really, really nice. Because that person is literally the second human that I've met, besides my ex, who actually is happy on his own. Now, there are a couple of factors here as to why he's happy. A, he goes to therapy. So first of all, this is a great transition here. This was not planned. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp because it can be very isolating when you're alone with all these negative thoughts about the things that I just mentioned. Being single, not having the friend group that you want, worrying about, you know, the time limits. Gosh, I need to have kids by 30 or 25, but then I have to date somebody, and then you're just putting all your problems on them. Then it's like this never-ending cycle of toxicity, okay? BetterHelp is here to help. BetterHelp, as you know, offers customized online therapy where you can use either video, phone, or even live chat sessions so that you don't have to be seen if you don't want to. Today, I look cute because I was at the mall. Okay, I was at Nordstrom by Columbus Circle and they did my makeup. So we're here talking about this, but you don't have to do that with BetterHelp. It's amazing. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in as little as 48 hours. From there, you can schedule your secure video or phone sessions, and you can begin sending unlimited messages back and forth. By the way, everything is completely confidential. I will not know if you're a furry. And if you don't hit it off with your therapist the first time, you can always switch at no additional charge anytime you want. Join the 3 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist below by using my link, as you know, betterhelp.com/stamps, better HELP for those who are new listeners. Help, not health. I can help you with your health, not today. With my link, you get 10% off your first month. I loved my experience using BetterHelp because I talked about these exact things, okay? She agreed with me, but she said, it took me until age 43 to find the love of my life. And he is just as rare as I am, she said. So that gave me hope, first of all. So thank you, BetterHelp therapist, and thank you for sponsoring this video. Back to the rest of what I was saying here. She and I hit it off, okay? Very few people can get rid of that timing, that clock in their head. I catch myself doing this sometimes, and I immediately remember, I am blessed. I am an internet star for a living. I have a sock puppet. Like, I am living it up over here. It is silly to complain about these things. You have to put yourself into perspective. You are a tiny speck in the solar system on a floating rock, okay? You could be on the fucking Titanic, and you're complaining because you don't have someone to give you attention tonight. Like, yes, it is normal to want affection. It's normal to want friends. I used to look at friend groups out and about on Saturday nights, and I would get sad because I would think, wow, wouldn't it be nice to be in a friend group? Incorrect. I went out, okay? I finally forced myself to go out a couple of times over the past 2 months. And both times, you know, no one did anything wrong, but I immediately went home. And I do not live close to Lower Manhattan, by the way. I think I've said this, but I live in like Upper Manhattan. So for me to go down, it's quite the trek. I spent $50 on an Uber going down during like surge hour just to go show face and go home. I don't enjoy alcohol, first of all. I don't. I enjoy Sapporo. In my fridge, I have Sapporo, Asahi, Singha, and I do have a bottle of sake, so that's a lie. I enjoy things in moderation, but my moderation levels are very different from other people's. I mean, one beer and I'm like, woo! Might take my pants off now, hold on now. Like, that's enough for me to be like, that's a fun time, and it's a healthy, simple amount. Alcohol will eventually make you gain weight like crazy, everyone keeps telling me, so that's something that I just don't want to get started in. But aside from that, I realized when I went out with this group of girls, okay, who were very new to me, it was like a thing where someone's like, you should come out. And I was like, okay, why not? Like, just met these people at a coffee shop, okay? I realized very quickly, each and every one of them, except for one girl, who now I'm friends with, which is good. And we had a conversation about this, a very open, honest conversation. And she agreed with me. Every single person that night was on a mission to have intercourse with somebody by the end of the night. And it put me in an awkward position because we'd end up like canoodling with this group of people here. It was at one of those like popular spots, you know, in West Village, whatever. And basically everybody was paired off with a guy. So it was actually perfect. If I wanted that, it would have been perfect. So I enjoyed the person that I was talking to. I was like, okay, you know, touching, you know, whatever. It's like heavy flirting's going on. And I was enjoying the conversation. I do not know this man. He does not know me. He just knows the version of me. And I only like the idea of him. I have to remind myself this every time I meet somebody, because the next relationship that I want, hopefully my last, but let's be realistic, my next relationship needs to be healthy and based off of honesty, not what I think this person's going to be like. So anyway, he completely negates that. He's like, so what are you doing after this? I said, I was honest. I said, I want to go watch a really good Lifetime movie. He's like, I said, yes. He's like, well, can I come with you? I said, I would love if we could hang out tomorrow morning. Or, you know, next weekend, something like that. Men are going to be men, okay? I don't actually punish them for trying to get to the envelope, okay? It's completely natural. That, first of all, was an important step in my process to loving myself and being okay with putting myself out there and not getting my feelings hurt. I didn't bash him and was like, you're disgusting, okay? I was like, no, okay? And that was fine for me, but it's the notion that for some reason when we go out here, not just New York, this is like a worldwide problem. Why is sex such a big focus on everything? I can't remember the last time I've actually had a healthy encounter with somebody where I've gone out at night, okay, and just talked and got their number and it was chill after. there's always has to be this follow-up. Where are you going after this? Where are you going? Sure, we can get another drink, but I just don't feel comfortable sharing my body with people like that. And I'm not going to get into this conversation right now. Tonight is literally about just how it feels to just exist in the city as somebody who does not have all these other motives going on. My only motive is to get to my bed here. You're on a tripod, by the way. I love my quilt here. I found it on Amazon, actually. It looks like something from a vintage swap meet. My only goal in life is to get home and light my candle. Basically, I live... I'm make sure this is tilted okay. I live a life that is now built around myself, my interests, and if you enter it, you need to add something to it. People say that all the time. It's true. Once you reach this level of understanding yourself, understanding how the opposite sex operates, which again, they're not bad people. Actually, a lot of them are. They are bad people. Adam Levine, seriously. But once you come to this understanding of reality, what can I do with this moving forward? It's so liberating. Now that's the end of that discussion. Something else I would like to add to this very impromptu rant in my pajamas and furry slippers. Okay, thanks Amazon. They sent me this as a gift, by the way. That was cool. And the candle. Awesome. Can you send me a wig? So the last part that I want to add to this very impromptu rant is the feeling of not fitting into any particular group. Now, the immediate groups that I can think of are like, let's say, scrolling on social media. The very flashy, like, it girl who has everything going on put together. Like, that might even be me. I don't know. But it's like the girl who wakes up at 5 a.m., has the matcha tea, goes to Equinox, goes on a jog. Her hair is perfect. Her outfits are perfect. Everything is designer. It's like everything is new. New. The sense of, like, buying new things. Like, I did just receive a package, like I mentioned before in the last video, if you saw it, about how I asked Revolve to send me winter stuff, but I like asked for that. It's all about doing it in moderation for me because I don't feel guilty buying things new if it's like for a purpose, which is them going on a trip to a cold place. And I don't have cold weather things right now, but you know, there's this persona of, and I'm an influencer saying this, of the influencer lifestyle, which is that you need to have like the perfect outfit every day. Again, this trickles into the whole like notion of black excellence, which I understand, you know, but it's just funny to me because I'm like, no, I don't subscribe to it. I don't feel the need to be excellent. Being a woman alone is a part-time job. Being a black woman is a full-time job. I'm kidding. But it gets more complicated. And there are things which we're not going to get into in this video, which that would take me 3 hours. That's saved for the podcast on what it's like being a bougie black girl. I grew up in like Culver City, Marina Del Rey, West Side, never went east of the 405. Where I grew up, everybody has a made-up allergy. They have a $2,000 stroller, and their child is a star. Okay, little Apple is special. Benji is special. Like, all these cute little names are just like, my Cinnabon. Oh, he's getting into Caltech. Yeah, like, so we're a product of our environment, right? Still to this day, I can't help it. But I am attracted to people who represent that niche. So my people who I feel most comfortable around, anybody of any, you know, like background, whether it's race, ethnicity, age, doesn't matter. I get along with common West Coast yuppies who all understand Phil's Coffee. We ride our bicycles, we go to James Beach Rooftop, we go to the Rose Cafe. You know, we all been to that same house party with that certain supermodel's boyfriend. Like, we all just know each other. You know, it's a certain vibe. So what I'm saying is, once I got older and realized, oh, I don't really fit into, like, the, you know, the idea of what some people think a black woman is supposed to be. And I think now we're at a point where no one really cares as much. But there's a lot of moments where I'm scrolling on TikTok, which I had to log out of this week because it's just, like, a lot's going on. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so sad. There's like flooding devastation, and then there's like a teenager being like, and then there's a dog video. It's just weird. My brain can't keep up with all of this. It's just not good for me right now. It's like sad video. Oh, someone like, I don't know, got into a car accident, and then it's another person shaking their ass. It's confusing here. But anyway, I see videos of girls like doing like an outfit check. It's like a pretty girl. Let's say she's black. You know, I saw one recently, and people were commenting really nasty things, which I won't repeat, but calling her really archaic, just nasty terms for black women who, for example, would like a white guy. And I'm sitting here like, why are people talking about race? I can't believe this is a thing. And it's only black people attacking her, saying mean things, saying, oh, her hair's straight. You already know what type of guy she's into. Like, why is it your issue what this person may or may not be into? And it's just because she was wearing a Lululemon jacket. You do go to her profile and she's wearing like Aviator Nation, whatever it's called, pants. She's wearing like all these quirky, like common preppy white girl things. But I'm like, let her be. Maybe she's comfortable. Where is this? I hope the time isn't that long. Let her be comfortable, you know? But that's when I was like, wow, people are still doing this. I've been thankful to only be around very educated, non-ignorant people my whole life who were just, you know, we just intermingle. No one, I mean, I'm not going to say that they don't see race. People do see that I'm black, and I do see that they're different from me. But I don't see them as better or worse. And in fact, the word minority, like, yeah, I'm literally a minority, but there's nothing minor about my existence. So it's very strange to me when people say these things to black women who just, you know, act, talk, dress a certain way. It's almost like it's self-hatred, self-racism, like right back to you. Because so no one's ever said this to my face in years, but actually no, this did happen in an Uber ride like a few months ago. But I'm going to tell you a quick story that I'm going to bed. Okay, the timing. I'm looking in the mirror here. There's a clock on the other side. But I had the most nasty experience when I tried to fit into a group. And I was in the Air Force. This was at basic training. Yeah, this is before basic training, but it was like when we get shipped off to basic training, basically in my flight is what you call your group of people when you're going through the boot camp thing. And it was a really mixed group. And I still have one friend to this day from this. But basically, there were 3 black girls. And 2 of them were really mean to me for no reason. I know why, obviously, but no reason. I did not speak. I never said anything rude to them. I'm just, you know, a very nice person. I made everybody laugh in this group, kept to myself, but I was like the funny one. You know, just imagine me in basic training. Like, I just don't take anything seriously. I'm like, where's my free college? But where are my base pancakes? But anyway, the most gut-wrenching moment, which I'll never forget, and I will admit this really did hurt, otherwise I wouldn't be bringing it up. This is when I realized that I will never be accepted into any group 100%, ever. Especially not, like, I don't know. Apparently, a lot of other black people just hate me right off the bat. Which is not true. I don't let these 3 ignorant, dumb people ruin my experience for me. I love everybody still. I do not, you know, I'm not that person who's like, let me go take solace in white people. Let me go move to Ohio because they'll love me. Like, no. So basically, one of their moms came over and said, let's get a picture with all the girls. And then the daughter said, yeah, let's get a picture with all the sisters in the group. Now, she meant sisters, not sisters, obviously. And then she said, let's get all the black girls. That's what the other girl said. So I hear that, and we're all just kind of mingling in the room. A lot of people's parents are there. And I go over to their lockers, to their bed, their bunk. They all 3 are in a picture like this. And the mom's telling me to get in. The daughter goes, not you. We said the black girls. So apparently I'm not black, okay? I promise you, there's no way for you to be there. I never said or did anything to indicate that I am not black. But apparently, still in 2022, if you just be yourself and you're independent and you don't adhere to any certain group, I don't attach myself to anything. I'm well aware that I'm an African American person, but I don't attach myself to my religion. I don't attach myself to my skin color, to my hair, anything like that. Religion, I even have to let go of a bit, as I mentioned in my other video, because if you let your life be dictated by a set of rules, it's just not as fun. It has to come from within. You have to genuinely have a relationship with God first before being a Christian, whatever, all that stuff that I believe in, okay? So I'm just a free bird. That's it. I believe in whatever I believe in. I'm very just in my own world. So it's very hard to find people who I connect with, which is why I upload videos to the internet, just talking about my thoughts out loud and reading the comments because it makes me feel good to know that there are other people who feel the same way. And that is a wrap, everybody. I don't know how to end this video, but pretty much that was it. Story time. I am a young adult who spent the past 5 to 6 years figuring out my identity and where I belong, and truly I belong nowhere. And I am a free bird who is truly my own brand. We all have our own brand, and I think we should stop worrying about trying to adhere to a certain group and being a part of something, because in reality most people are selfish, including myself, and well, in a good way at least, because I know how to actually care for others. It's just that generally they don't care about me, so I'm like, I can't give you my energy, I can't do anything for you if you're just stressing me out with all your bullshit. So that's how I feel. I don't want new friends. I don't. I love the life that I have. I built it around myself. It felt really good saying this out loud to the internet because I'm a lot more open on Instagrams. I can quickly post a video and go without editing. But this is me just diary entry. It is Saturday night in the city, and I'm going to sit here and watch Gilmore Girls.